When we heard that you could customize your genitals in Cyberpunk, we all thought, how awesome is that? If you can change something as niche and weird as that, then the rest of the game must be so good that they just got bored and started adding random stuff in, right? By the end of this video, you'll understand not only the ins and outs of Cyberpunk's customization, but also how it completely unveils just how manipulative Cyberpunk's marketing truly was. I want people to understand just how wrong they are for this, and why we need to do better as a community. We all know Cyberpunk released with a plethora of issues back in 2020. There were flying cars, developer apologies, and refunds left, right, and center. But one thing I keep seeing people fail to mention is just how deceptive the marketing was. There were so many trailers that if you wanted to watch them all, it would take you over an hour. And it doesn't take a grand conspiracy theorist to uncover the truth that adding the ability to customize something as novel as your genitals was likely a PR stunt. In fact, I literally remember waking up for my middle school classes and seeing a post declaring the feature on Reddit one morning. The hype was unlike anything we'd ever seen. I'm all for adding deep customization systems. In fact, games like Elden Ring and Baldur's Gate 3 are amongst the best games I've ever played, and they have deep customization systems. But when a game like Cyberpunk, that doesn't inherently need an intricate customization system, ends up letting you customize your Johnson, I can't help but get angry about the time that was put into that being taken away from systems that actually needed it. You can't tell me that the customization is more worthwhile than the entire cut metro system. The plethora of cut content, the fixing of the bugs, and the most egregious example, the daily NPC routine system and reactive world that was promised to us. Having a good customization system is a great way to get players on board and really enable them to take ownership of the thing that they paid for. Abandoning the route that has a higher chance of delivering a greater piece of art for safety and profits is not how you innovate, push boundaries, and make genre-defining games. This all seems like a nothing burger from the outside looking in. So what if a company uses deceptive marketing tactics? It's their bottom line to get the bag. Artistic integrity comes second, and to that, I'd say you're completely correct. Currently, the bottom line of what seems to be every AAA company is making money. When companies have hundreds of employees and multiple financial safety nets, it seriously pains me when I see them take the greedy option. I'm not looking to put down developers who I know have serious artistic intent. I'm putting down the top AAA decision makers that squash developer freedom and force them to work on genital customization for a quick buzz before release. What I've spoken about multiple times in my video about the Sandevistan and my video about the Gangs of Night City is that although profits do follow after greedy decisions, they're not without consequences. Currently, Ubisoft, Activision, and EA, amongst others, are facing serious decline over their earlier choices. I loved the OG COD Modern Warfare and Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but if all you feed me is donuts for 2 decades, I'm going to get fed up. Cyberpunk 2077 reveals to us just how skewed AAA priorities can be at times. It's a fact that if you make a good game, there's a good chance people will buy it. What I'm trying to advocate for with this video and with this channel is for AAA and some indie creators to redirect their talents into genuine projects with heart and soul, genuinely captivating experiences that leave an impact years after you play them. Journey, I'm looking at you. Do you want the same game every year, or do you want progress, innovation, and fun experiences left, right, and center? Cyberpunk could have been so much greater than it already is, but greed directly caused us to miss out. In Baldur's Gate 3, you have a plethora of customization options that leave you seriously in charge of what you want your vessel to look like. The reason it's good in that game and not Cyberpunk is because Baldur's Gate 3 was already a significantly polished and deep experience from the get-go. On my first playthrough, and my Dirge playthrough, it was evident that no stone was left unturned in development. For Christ's sake, they literally added a random-ass squirrel-kicking event. When a game gets to that level, then adding something as asinine as an ABC dick picker doesn't really matter. Larian Studios earned the right to add some bullshit by prioritizing their artistic value first. CDPR added some bullshit as literal in-game clickbait, then got off scot-free on an IOU. They delivered on it, but still. In Elden Ring, you can literally make the loathsome bath drinker, and the game still has 1,000 different little crevices to uncover despite that. Elden Ring is a game that earned its unique customization through having truly deep and complex systems that are well fleshed out, a well-crafted world, and yet again, just like Baldur's Gate 3, leaving no stone unturned. I know it's a tall order in an idyllic fantasy already, but we need to try and encourage a world where gamers and developers work together to prove that artistic value, creativity, and integrity needs to come first, because profits will follow. And I want to gain a platform of gamers that care about games and don't just mindlessly consume. I want us to come together and genuinely bring about change. So let me ask you, do you care about games? If you do, you know what to do. If we don't take a stand against greedy marketing tactics now, while they're not so bad, then we're going to watch not only gaming, but every medium of entertainment fall victim to the trap of sacrificing artistic intent to become a scam. I personally can't stand that, which is why I have a YouTube channel. If you don't like something, it's often better to diplomatically debate your way to a resolution beneficial for each party involved. However, in this modern age of 8-hour screen times, ads shoved in your face any way you go, and games that use stupid stunts as marketing practices, I believe it's in everyone's best interest for the commoner who complains about these things to become the commoner who takes actions, however little, to put a stop to them. I'm trying to shed light onto the fact that complaining about these greedy practices in gaming won't bring back what we used to love, but maybe, just maybe, making a YouTube video that brings to light a few greedy practices, compares them to a gold standard, and pushes for actions and change can bring back that feeling-based, fun-first gaming that we all know is still around in smaller, indie-shaped corners of the gaming world. And this issue is not just exclusive to the customization in Cyberpunk. Soon I'll be making a video that goes into depth on the poor execution of bosses in Cyberpunk that uncovers issues similar to my video on the factions of Cyberpunk. So be on the lookout for that. And as always, thank you for watching my video. If you liked, like. If you subscribed, subscribe. And I'll see you later.